Sigurd Jarl! Back where you belong. I missed you, my brother.
Yeah, you missed me? Yeah. Once or twice, I hear.
What?
You took your time to find me. Was it for this? To enjoy your time on my throne?
I did only what you asked of me.
You slew all those who questioned you.
That is not what happened. Ranvi will tell you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. My dear wife, brought to me as a gift by her clan to pacify my ambition. Yes, I'm sure she will be the one to tell me the truth.
What did that witch Folke do to you?
You cannot even begin to imagine the things I've seen. What I've learned. Born of gods is who I am. A lord of war. A Roman Mars. I know who I am. I know my destiny. And you will not hinder me!
Brother.
Forgive me. I am faint. Tired of the day and all that has passed. I need air.
He's been this way since his return. Could you speak with him? Settle his mind?
I can try.
Stand with cheer, one and all. Today is a day of celebration. Our...
What do you think you're doing?
Basim, will you not join us?
In time, I may celebrate. But tonight is a melancholy mood. I would rather sit here quietly, alone, with my thoughts.
I understand.
Do not let Sigurd's present mood upset you. He spoke warmly of you as we sailed here. I believe he still trusts you more deeply than he can express.
We trust each other.
That is clear. Enjoy the feast, Eivor.
Ranvi, Sigurd has been through so much. Be patient with him.
Of course. I cannot imagine. The savagery of that woman, Folke.
For all her wretchedness, she seemed to like him. I know that sounds strange.
How do you mean?
She claimed to know him, to admire him. Said he was a greater man than we could ever know. Yet for all her praise, she tortured him to the brink of madness and death. I do not understand why.
In time, Sigurd may come around. And if he does, he may be willing to speak.
Before that time, it would be best to keep all discussions about us to yourself.
Of course. Now is not the time.
I have no guilt nor regret for what we have done. But we should be careful.
Agreed.
Thank you. And know that, however far away, you are always in my thoughts.
I know. I feel the same.
Ranvi.
Have you spoken with Sigurd yet?
Not yet. Soon. Ranvi.
Have you spoken?
Not yet. Welcome, Bjorn. May you find a new home here among the Raven clan.
I hope to. And I will start now.
Rollo, returned from Francia already. This is a surprise. Is the Lady Estrid well?
She is. Had a rough few weeks upon our return, but she is on her feet and with her family. And I am looking for a new adventure. If I remember right, you said I might find it here, with your clan.
That's right. Your presence is much needed and well appreciated. Settle in, and we will sail soon enough. Where is Sigurd gone? Be my eyes, Sunan. Oh, look at you, Dewey. Cast about this land, my friend. There you are, brother. What are you doing here? I was looking for you. Sigurd.
Dag died defending my honor?
So he claimed.
Then he was a fool. My honor needs no defense. It is stone solid, unblemished.
I offered him a way out, but...
Say nothing more of the past. It is gone. There is a rift as deep as death between then and now. I was tested, Eivor, in a crucible of blood and fire. And in my agony, I was reborn. You may think me less than I was, but this is not so. I am greater than before. My mind is a wellspring of prophecies, visions that tell me who I truly am. For all that, I am grateful for my suffering.
Sigurd, I want to understand, but all you say makes little sense.
Basim saw these things in me. Fulke, too. Despite her cruelty, she spoke the truth. I am more than the man I was. More than this hobbling stick that stands before you. You must look harder, Eivor. Deeper. See for yourself what they found in me. Do you see it? My greater self.
I don't know what that means.
Look. This is the face of a god.
I see only my brother and my truest friend. Return to where he is loved and cherished. Where he's meant to be.
You are kind. But your eyes are clouded by the past. A place I can no longer see. I fear our paths diverged long ago. Go. I wish to be alone. Return to my feast and drink for me. Celebrate the days to come in my name.
Message has come. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
see you, darling. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast. And when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more.
Do you think Sigurd knows? About us?
I don't think so. He would have said something. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he's barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful? That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed. I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my mind. I should go. I must be direct, Randvi. Between you and me, this will not work. I'm sorry.
That is quite direct. If you are sure, then you should know. It must be final. I will not have my heart broken again.
I have long considered this, and I know it cannot work. Not for me.
Painful to hear and painful to admit. But you may be right. It was foolish of me to think it could lead somewhere.
I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me about Jorvik. Hytham says there are 3 more targets there.
If that is true, you are in luck. Our old friends Jor and Ljuvina have made their homes in Jorvik. Both had status and influence in Norway, so they may have valuable insights into the city's politics.
That will make my work easier.
What say you then?
I'll go now. Do you know where I might find Jor and Ljuvina?
When entering a new city, it is best to ask around the ports. The people there know more than the average peasant.
Eivor, takk fyrir síðast.
Always nice to see a friendly face. So if you see any about, send them my way.
What do you have today? I must take my leave. So long.
Goodbye for now.
Good.
All right, bring it. I'm off. Be well, friend.
Nowhere I'd rather be than splitting skulls by your side. Should you change your mind, I will be here.
Eivor, could you spare a moment?
Tarben.
Forgive my being forward, but I have kept too many secrets in life. I will not carry another. I care for you, Eivor. Since we burned my name in the ledger that day, my thoughts have drifted back to you daily.
I care for you as well, Tarben. You speak words that I have often said myself.
You mean that?
You and I are so alike in our nature. But you temper the flames that burn in me. It comforts me.
In you, I see the fighter I once was. Yet your aims are noble, honest. I cannot look away. May I kiss you?
Let's go. Run up the sail! Strike up a tune. Sail down!
No need for this.
More sail! Is there a seaskull among you? Let's sail!
Soma of Grantbridge. For a time, all the Eldermen of England wanted her dead. A bounty on her head the size of Yggdrasil.
Sail!
So she met the leader of the South Gerwins and told their king Roth, "Say that you killed me. Proclaim it to all of the lands." Roth answered, "No one will believe me." And Soma shook her head. "Invite them. Here. You will burn me on a pyre for all to see." So they came, the nobles of East Anglia, north and south of Mercia, Wessex. They wished to see Guthrum's Valkyrie die. Before all,
use
King
the
Roth
sail
pronounced
here.
her guilty of murder and sentenced her to death. Then they put her on a boat and set it afire. Soma had constructed a trap beneath the pyre. She released herself into the murky waters and swam to a bramble. Muddied and wet, she waited in the thorns for night to fall. She then returned to Cambridge as a shadow walker. She entered the city and stole into the king's chamber and took the head of Roth, shouting, "Traitors of Soma, wear no heads!" The Saxons thought Soma a ghost, a spirit who kills, a curse invincible to fire and death. What a leader, my Soma.
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. The winter before,
I had a sweetheart once, a long time back. A fine lady I'd known since I was a boy. Now,
Look
believe
there.
it or not,
Enemy camp,
there was
Eivor.
a time when I was easy on the eyes. God and I, we ran off together. We were discovered. She had been promised to another, and that man had found us. We fled, but had nowhere to run. I told the girl to hide, but she did not. She was convinced he would not harm me. A word from her, and he would leave us. Sadly, she was wrong. Vengeance gripped his mind. To restore his lost honor, he challenged me to a holmganga. I was nothing but a young lad. There was no winning. I knew that. My sweetheart encouraged me to fight. I could see in her eyes she believed in me. But my knocking knees drowned out all sound. I ran to the sounds of her howling. Her barbed words cursing me to a coward's painful death. Words I vowed to never hear again. So I never ran again. From anything. I stand and fight, always prepared to die.
You Salskulls got a story.
A good shag story should liven our spirits. Now all your shag stories are surely dumb and swift.
in my youth I remember hearing the story of...
I will tell you this. No one is born with the gift of Odin's verse. One must work and suffer to learn the skill of fighting. When you look like I do, and do not hit as hard as the young oaks, you must find different ways to survive. A long time ago, on youth's smooth path, I came into the company of an old Skald. He wrote sagas for the Jarls of the region. He had fallen into trouble with some of the locals, and I could not stand by and watch him take a beating. So I stepped in. 6 men attacked me, and I was swiftly put down. For that, the old Skald bought me ale, and invited me to join him on his travels. I was to help him with physical errands and be a second ear to his compositions. In turn, he would teach me how to compose verse. We would spar with words. He taught me about wordsmithing new kennings. Those were good days. Scant though they were. I wish to write sagas of my own now. I've never had the inspiration. It may be my journey is here to serve that purpose.
Raise him up! Let's hear a story.
My mother taught me to care for oaths as if they were my own heart. There is no greater aim than to honor an oath till death. When a foul king strolls into town, an oath means as much as dust. These flimsy oaths, they cost us everything. I like to take oaths in the ancient manner. Do not eat for a day, then cut a sheet of peated turf from the earth. Then wrap your sword in this oily carpet of dirt and grass, laced with great Ymir's gold corpse, and set it aflame. In that way your honor burns bright. Does not dwindle as you speak the old words. Now, nothing to your name, nothing to gain or lose. Will you pledge your heart, your family, your raven wine, your honor, your might, and your word to each and each who stands and stood with you like fire and fire, and finally the dagger? Together draw blood from the cradle of the sword earth, mixed your inner rivers. Bound.
Sail is ready when needed.
That is how you make an oath. Today we shake, spit, and trade arm rings. All ceremony is gone. All thunder and spirit.
More sail! We need an epic tale.
I once sat down and spoke to a Saxon priest. Not as men with different gods, but as drunk men. Curious, I questioned him. He claimed he might believe differently who sits amongst the clouds. But our beliefs are not so different in nature. After all, they too look to the gods for answers. Where we have many, they have just one. Only need one, I suppose. So I asked him, is your god truly so powerful? We see the dark clouds and know Thor's fury as it singes Midgard. But I had yet to witness their god's primal powers. What were they? Did he bring bountiful harvests? Boons? The priest said that his god was everywhere and everything. I did not understand it then. Maybe I still do not. There is an undeniable vigor, a strength, their idea of heaven, believing that their lives will one day be better still, even with us cleaving through it. Hope, Abel.
Hold on, good scout. All right, back to the story.
Even with us cleaving through it. Hope, Abel. Hope. I think that is what their god brings them.
This must be Jorvik. The Order of Ancients lurk in its streets and alleys. My old friends Jor and Ljuvina live here. Jor and Ljuvina settled near this harbor. Someone should know where to find them.